Namaste. Thank you for joining me. This is your weekly reading for April 5th to the 11th with me, the Queen of Cups Montreal. This week, I invite you to explore all of your relationships more deeply with friends, family, or romantic partners. At this point, I invite you to pick your path and choose the crystal or deck which resonates strongest for you. If you enjoy this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss next week's reading. In the video description, you will find links to my tarot and life coaching services, my Etsy page where you'll find healing crystals, and my social media. You'll also find timestamps for each of the paths that you can click on to jump to your desired reading. Once again, thank you for joining me. Love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste. As I mentioned, guys, thank you for joining me, first of all. As I mentioned, this is going to be a relational spread. I want you to heed the reading. You've been spiritually guided here for a reason. As the reading progresses, somebody you love, a romantic partner, a friend, or family member from the present or the past is going to come into mind. I want you to focus this message about a message about them. You've come here for a reason. All our relationships matter. The romantic ones are what we usually seek for, but all our relationships matter. So while you're practicing social distancing, if that's an option afforded to you, I just want you to take time to reach out to this person if the reading calls you forward to do so. If not, this is something you can work on within yourself. This is not the greatest time, and it's a challenging time for a lot of us. The beauty of it is we can go within, though. We're having time to explore ourselves in an emotional way that we haven't had in the past or in the recent past. All right, so position number 1 for the Agate group. This is Botswana Agate. Position number 1. I keep flipping the cards over in my head. Position number 1 for the Agate group. This is the role that you play, or the energy you're bringing to the situation. The Moon card. You're deep, you're introspective. I think that you're like a studier, you're a thinker. I feel like you're exploring certain aspects of yourself that you haven't had the opportunity to explore in the past. I feel that you're one of those people that keeps a lot within. Not secretive, but maybe people are perceiving you as secretive or as closed off. You have a deep spiritual, emotional world, and I think sometimes you can get lost in it. For the Moon card, you might be getting lost in this deep emotional world. Either way, I think you're the strong, silent type, and that's the energy you're bringing. Mystical, intuitive, wise, but sometimes a little bit stoic. What is your lesson in this relationship? So as this reading goes forward, as I mentioned, somebody's going to come to mind. You've been spirit guided here for a reason, and allow that person to come to mind and explore this relationship reading with them in mind. The right person will come to you. Your lesson or challenge, it just flew out of the deck. The Ten of Cups. I feel that I'm dealing with you as like a deep, spiritual, wise, introspective person, the Moon card here. And I feel like it's about including others in your journey. Your lesson or your challenge may be being vulnerable with other people, or including other people in your spiritual journeys, or letting people take some of your load, your stress, your fear. It's about unity and really coming together. And don't get the wrong idea. I find some people who are really great at taking care of others often have an issue letting people into their own world, have an issue leaning on other people and relying on other people. That could be your challenge in this relationship, is letting them carry some of the heavy load with you. Don't be afraid to do that, Agate group. Don't be afraid to let people in and to let people help you. Don't be afraid to spill your heart and say, I'm having a really hard time, or I need you to support me in this. I feel like a lot of caregivers, like these wisdom, healer, moon people, have a hard time saying, I'm kind of inside and I'm in a dark place, or I'm having some funky energy. Who is this person that we're talking about this week? I get the impression with the Ace of Wands, this is a spiritual person. It could be a feminine, a female, or it could be somebody that's deeply spiritual. This is somebody that has a lot of wisdom, passion. This is somebody that has a lot of passion and fire, potentially a strong spiritual aspect. I'm getting a feminine energy, but this could also be somebody that's very passionate and has a lot of sacral chakra energy and root chakra energy. I want to do a clarifier on who are they, because I want you to narrow down on the right person that this relationship is coming through for you. I always say I like to keep it broad enough where you can have somebody in mind and not be excluding people, but detailed enough where you can have something to work with here. There you go. This came up in reverse. This, the Eight of Wands came up in reverse. So this is a real go-getter, a very passionate, fiery person. This is somebody who is a go-getter. They don't rest a lot. They don't take it easy a lot. This is somebody you might just want to cuddle up with on the couch or relax with, and like they can't, they're go 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 all the time, or you feel like they don't have time for you. And you, as the moon energy agate group, you're saying like, I just want to relax and be still and be calm. And this person, this wands energy, this fire energy, could also be a fire sign, is saying, no, we gotta go, we have things to do. Is this person like driving you crazy because you're on self-isolation with them? Or is this person somebody that is going crazy because they're social distancing? I don't know, but usually they have, you know, and even in regular times, they have a go, go, go attitude. What is this person for you, Agate? What is their challenge? What have you come into their life for them to learn? What must they do to move forward? And I feel like here we have the Four of Wands in reverse. And I just feel like they need to stop having that control or that say over things. Perhaps their challenge is to humble themselves and allow other people to find their way, to find their path, to find their own direction. This could be a leader. We all need leaders. I'm not a leader in most of my relationships. I'm the supportive one. I'm the healer. And we all need leaders in every dynamic, but sometimes the leaders take too much control. And those who are of more watery energies or less fiery energies, we need to say, hey, I have a say here too. My voice counts here. I just want to clarify on what this this fiery energy, or this passionate energy in your life has to say. And I feel like they need to enjoy love. Once again, this relationship could be for a romantic partner, a friend, or a family member, but this person doesn't enjoy themselves. I think they're so used trying to make sure that everybody's in line and everything's in line. They're not enjoying themselves. Relax. I think maybe this is why you're not opening up to them like you should, because you're saying like, enjoy me. You go too fast for me to hear myself. You go too fast for me to you know, to be heard and be felt. So I feel like this is marking out to you saying, slow down, just be with me. Once again, for social distancing, maybe you just want to have a conversation where they're not making plans, or where they're not action oriented, where they're just hearing you. Maybe you need to be heard. Maybe they just need to enjoy themselves. Not everything has an answer or a solution. We love those people in our life that likes to solve things. You know, feeling down, I have a solution, but sometimes we just need to be heard. So Agate group, I feel like you need to express to this person, hear me, I want to share with you, but you're going too fast. You're going too fast. On a positive note, I want to highlight what unifies the two of you. What unifies you in this passionate energy? I know sometimes they can be very lively and they add a lot of vitality to the relationship. But I think in this case, they need to slow down. There's a unifying factor in every relationship. What unifies the two of you? I think a little bit of sarcasm. You two are very swift, intellectual, intelligent. I think there's a little bit of sarcasm there. I don't know, just intuitively. I feel like with the passion there and the deep introspection that you have, Agate group, I feel like you might like to like poke them a little bit, like a little bit of friendly teasing, sarcasm, or you might enjoy very intellectual pursuits together. Do you like to you know, discuss and be a little bit of a debate or argumentative in a fun way? There's somebody very close to me that I love to have debates with. And that could be what unifies you, that mental component, very cerebral energy, you know? And I think maybe they're so passionate and they're going so fast, sometimes you're just like, hey, slow down. We don't always have to keep this, you know, tit for tat mental, you know, like hyper acuity going. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, what unifies you is you don't really go deep. You're not seeking deep messages. You're not seeking deep introspection. I think that you're keeping it maybe on a cerebral level, whereas you need to share more in the emotional world, cups, and they need to enjoy themselves more, the Lover's card. So they need to like let go and relax, and you need to open up to them, because I think you're corresponding with each other on a very mental level, which poses its own synchronicity, but sometimes you have to go a little bit deep. Be a little bit vulnerable, Agate group. You're the moon card this week, and get this fire sign or this fiery individual, to like very spirited individual, to slow down, smell the roses with you, and go a little bit deeper. All right, your healing crystals for this week. I want you to ground this fiery energy. We can do some mahogany obsidian, grounding. You know what else is grounding? Oh, I don't want to give them any red jasper. They're already fired up enough. Try some tiger's eye. You know, it'll still bolster your very cerebral, decisive kind of mentally acute relationship, but it'll ground that energy as well. And you know, I chose these love stones this week. The groups have love stones. So agate, it's great for communication, but for unity, for getting you two on the same page, for harmony, for harmonious feelings. I feel that, you know, even a little water energy, some blue quartz, could really help you to bring it down, bring that energy down this week, and really connect on a deeper level. So thank you for joining me, guys. Remember, slow it down with the person you love, with the person this reading's about. Stay safe, stay sane. Only take in the news that you need to from trusted sources. And we're in this together. Namaste. Namaste, Amazonite group. As I mentioned in the intro, or if you've watched the Agate group, this is a relational reading. If you don't know who it's about right away, know that this could be a friend, a romantic partner, or a family member. We will clarify who this is, but also somebody might just pop into your mind. You've been spirit guided to this reading for a reason, and the person that spirit wants you to address this relationship with will come to you. I hope that those of you who can practice social distancing are, but remember, this is always a great time to take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves, and delve a little bit deeper into our spiritual world and our emotional world. So let's dive on in. Alrighty. Okay. So position number 1 is the energy you bring to this relationship. Amazonite group, what energy are you bringing here? What are you giving in this relationship? All right, and I feel like you're more on the emotional side. You bring the emotional energy. This is the Knight of Swords in reverse. I went blank. It's an all-female tarot deck, so sometimes you'd be like, not the knight, not the princess, but the knight. Okay, so this is the knight. I think you bring a really emotional aspect, which we love, which we need. Thank you for bringing that in this time, in that relationship. I think you bring the heart to things outside of the swords, the heart, or you could bring the spirit. What is your lesson in this relationship? Remember, the relationship in question will come to you even after you meditate a bit. It's a great social distancing activity. What do you need to learn? What is your challenge or your lesson in this relationship? What are you here to learn? Remember, guys, relationships, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. All right, you're here to learn maybe a little bit of grounding, to trust the process, to trust things as they manifest. Is this a new relationship, Amazonite group? I feel like you're being learned to trust the process, to trust in abundance, new beginnings, new opportunities. Don't be scared to let things manifest as they will. Maybe this is an old relationship that's experiencing a fresh start. And once again, this could be romantic partner, friend, or family member. I want to clarify that one, honestly, about your lesson. Yeah, I think that it's about tapping into growth. You need growth and new beginnings and development. Let things happen as they will. Let new things come out of old things. Let new things come out of never explored things. We have the Empress card and the One of Coins. I feel like it's saying trust your process and let things grow. Allow yourself to be nurtured as well. Are you the constant nurturer? Allow yourself to be nurtured, Amazonite group. All right, and then we have, who are they? Who is this person that you've been spirit guided here today to talk about, to address? All right. Okay, I think this is starting to really clarify. I feel like this is a person of the past that's wanting a new beginning or new opportunity, or will be coming back for a new beginning or a new opportunity. I think with everybody sitting at home, you might start getting calls from people you haven't spoken to a while. I feel like that's what's presenting here, Amazonite group. What other distinctions, please, can we have for the Amazonite group about who this person is and how to identify them? What else can we tell the Amazonite group about this person that is potentially coming back into their lives or seeking a new beginning? All right, this is somebody that, this is the Knight of Coins, of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is somebody that is, this is the Knave of Pentacles. This is somebody who had a grounded relationship with you, but may have been on the move. Very sly and cunning, never quite grounded themselves enough to build something with. They were always kind of on the go. This could be a cerebral thing or just a issue of bad timing. I feel like this is somebody that was always on the go, could never slow down. The Knave of Coins is saying, like, you know, you never had that opportunity because they're so fiery, because they're always like hard to settle with. And I think that potentially this relationship never develops. Once again, this could be a family member that you never had the opportunity to heal things with, or a friend or romantic partner that you never had a chance to really build things with, because they were always on the go, 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 go. And they always had, I don't want to say something else in mind, but this is not somebody that grows roots easily. And that could be why they're coming back. Maybe they see you as a missed opportunity, Amazonite group. What is their challenge? I think it's already starting to pan out what their challenge is. You know, grow roots, settle down, give things a chance, give me a chance. Isn't it funny that they're coming back now, or they're seeking you out now for a chance? These things always go full circle. Karma. Karma and Dharma. Oh, I lost my labradorite ring. Okay. What is their lesson or their challenge? What does this person need to learn? See? Unity. They need to learn to work together with you, come together with you, unify themselves with you. They need to learn how to meld with others. And I think this is their opportunity. They're coming back in order to try and see if they can make things work with you, and lean on somebody, depend on somebody. I don't think that needs a clarifier. Three of Wands means like they have to learn to depend on somebody. So you are the Knight of Swords in reverse. You're a very emotional, caring, loving person. I feel like your challenge is to almost let new things come from old. It could be a challenge of letting go, letting the past go, or letting something new take hold in your life. This could be a new person. I feel that this is a person, as you can see here, from the past, who's coming back, into your mind or into your life in a material way, because they couldn't plant roots in the beginning or the first time around, and they have to learn how to work with you, how to work with somebody and unify with somebody. And that's their lesson this week. So remember, this could be a friend, a family member, or a romantic partner. And, you know, to end things on a positive note, what unifies you? What brings you and this person together? Why are they coming back? Why were they in your life to begin with? I feel like that is the question. And here is our answer. Okay. They have to learn. I think that you've both been betrayed in one way. I think that the way you deal with it is, well, let's look at the way they deal with it. They deal with it first by not planting roots, by going, never getting close enough with anybody to get hurt. And I think you deal with it by not giving things a second chance, or kind of holding on to things, like not being able to let go. You know, if I don't let go, they can't leave me. Or if I don't let somebody new come into my life, nobody new can hurt me. So you two kind of are unified in the state of betrayal. Maybe in a way they've betrayed you again. It's just like a cycle of betrayal. But you come together because you're two ailing hearts, basically. And I also feel like you're fighters. Look, 6 of Wands. You two are fighters. You're noble people. You know, you're not going to let anybody get you down. You're a warrior. And I think that you've been hurt. The two of you have been hurt. You're warriors. And I feel like maybe that's why you're isolating each other to begin with. It's almost like this is the way you've come to protect yourselves. You're more of the loving aspect. They're more of the, you know, can't catch me aspect. But I do feel like you both need healing. And I think maybe what this person has done to you has hurt you doubly, because you may have trusted them in the past. I want some moonstone on this, guys. I want you to get into that divine feminine healing intuitive energy. I feel like Amazonite is a great crystal for this, because it's about communication, healing the heart chakra, healing trauma. And I want you to get some Dalmatian jasper, because Dalmatian jasper is not an often used healing stone, but it's great for friendship and togetherness and unity. And I just feel like you need to, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, guys. Maybe you just need to talk this out with this person, and they can tell you, look, it wasn't you. You weren't the reason why I couldn't plant roots. I need your forgiveness. I need to learn how to collaborate with people. But I was scared. And I think, to be honest, Amazonite group, you were a bit scared too. And they took your trust and they hurt you, which is painful. I'm sorry you had to go through this, but I hope that soon you have this opportunity to heal. Remember, guys, take in only the information that's absolutely necessary from trusted resources during this. Stay safe, stay sane. We are in this together. We can get through this. Take good care of yourself, guys. And throughout all of this, thank you for still coming in and joining me, and being here with me today. Namaste. Be well. And Namaste, Rhodonite group. I chose all love crystals this week. I chose Agate and Amazonite, but you're the Rhodonite group, all love crystals. I chose that for you today. As I mentioned in the intro, I'm doing a relationship reading, because while we're social distancing, nothing wrong with connecting with ourselves on a deeper level and those we love on a deeper level. Thank you all for joining me today, despite the uncertainty and kind of the fear that's out there. Oh, we have a jumper. I feel that 4 of Swords, you're isolating yourself. You're lonely. You're isolating yourself. You feel like you're removed from the whole world. I'm so sorry you feel that way. I'm here. We're joining you today. I find it so powerful that as I'm thanking you for joining me, you know, this card flies out of the deck. Thank you so much. I hope that we can find some healing and some peace together during this uncertain time. And like I said, it's always good to do some inner work, some relational work, while we are taking a break from the busyness of the world. So listen, I'm going to do a relationship reading, but the person that, you know, this relationship is about could be a friend, a family member, a romantic partner. So don't overthink it. If you're not in a relationship right now, there's still lots of relationships, past, present, and, you know, recent future, that near future, that you could tap into, or that you could gain healing from. Okay, so I will clarify who this person is as best I can, but I also believe that you've been spirit guided here today for a reason, and the person will come to mind as the reading develops. So don't fret too much. What is the relationship that my Rhodonite group is bringing? What is the energy my Rhodonite group is bringing to the relationship? Oh, you've been hurt. This is a dilly of a pickle. I think you've been a little bit hurt. I think you've been a little bit betrayed. This card came up in the last reading as well. I think that you're bringing a lack of, I don't want to say it like that, but you've been hurt. I mean, we've all been hurt, but somebody stabbed you in the back pretty bad, and I think that you still hold on to that. It's could be very recent, or it could be coming up as you have all this kind of quiet time. Once again, I'm just naturally assuming everyone out there social distancing, but there are people who aren't, and we thank you for just going out and making sure we have food and the groceries and medical help and everything we need. So thank you, those essential service people. All right, what is your lesson in this relationship coming from a place of hurt and betrayal? Your lesson is Two of Wands. Take back your power, take back your control. It's safe to sometimes have a little bit of tension, a frisson of tension with somebody. It's okay to work through the tension. That's also a lesson I was recently reminded of. Just because we have anxiety, tension, or fear doesn't mean we're doing something wrong, or that somebody's doing something wrong. We may be unlearning old patterns. So I feel like you're coming from a place of betrayal or hurt in the recent past, or in the past, and it's all kicking back up now. And I feel like you need to work through the fear, the tension, the fire. Sometimes when things get a little bit tense and we go anxious, we go, something's wrong. No, that's our response telling our body something wrong. But while anxiety is very adaptive, it's not always truthful. Who is this person you're dealing with? I'm so sorry you've been hurt, but you know, we can all live to love again. Who is this person you've been dealing with? I feel like this is a new relationship once again, or something that's starting new. Are you giving somebody a second chance? You see how she has a new moon on her forehead? I don't know if you'll make that out, but yeah, you're giving somebody a second chance. I feel like somebody's coming back, and this is really similar to the Amazonite group. So I guess the social distancing has people feeling kind of bored and introspective at home. So yeah, I do feel like this is a new relationship. Ace of Cups or One of Cups, saying kind of like new emotional waters are flowing. And I also feel like, yeah, I don't feel like this is somebody necessarily that you've given much thought to in some time, or much thought to at all. There's not a lot of reflection here. Perhaps they're not doing a lot of reflecting, or they don't like to do a lot of reflecting. Like, I'm here now, we're here now. I don't want to address the past. I don't want to go forward in the past. Let's just move forward. That's the energy I'm getting from this person right now. What is their lesson or their challenge in this relationship, past, present, or future? What do they need to learn? They need to learn, like, happiness, balance. This is the Sun. Happiness, balance, togetherness, good fortune. You know, I think they need to learn to enjoy things, bask in the energy. They need to learn how to have a healthy relationship, maybe. You know, maybe this person hasn't had a healthy relationship before. Yeah, I think that they need to do some spiritual work. They need to learn maybe about some karmic stuff, some dharma, some karma. They need to learn how to relate to somebody on a spiritual level. I feel like they need to do some healing. The Sun to me represents healing. The High Priestess represents to me healing. I feel like they need to do some healing, some introspection. They need to find themselves again, their joy and their love and their light. So this is their lesson, their challenge. I feel like you have some healing to do, because you have to realize that just because there's tension doesn't mean it's you. And then I see this like new or return energy that needs to learn about healing. They need to learn how to heal. So I think you're both on a healing journey. Not a bad thing. I do feel like the Two of Wands is calling out for a clarifier. So what is your lesson? What is your challenge in this relationship? I feel like it's calling out for a clarifier. Yeah, balance and temperance. Like, just be balanced in this. This person's going through some stuff on their own. It's not you. It's not a reflection of you. This person's going through some stuff on their own. So let them go through it. Don't be scared that their tension is a reflection of how they're relating to you. It's not, nor does it have to. Nor does it have to be. Sorry, my camera cut out. And then the last thing I want to look at, and on a positive note, is what unifies the two of you. You two are coming together for a reason. You two are coming together, you know, or were together, or reconnecting in this life together. I feel like this could also be a past life connection with all the spiritual notes. What unifies the two of you? What will bring you together? And I feel like you need to better hear the messages of spirit. You're kind of tuned off to the messages of spirit right now. I think spirit's leading you to heal, and you're not heeding those messages. Okay, this is the Knight of Swords. You need to heed the messages of spirit. Listen to your inner truth. Listen to your inner spirit. See, and then there we have the Knave of Wands. So I want you, the Knight of Wands. So I want you to get in touch with your spirit, with your passion. She's kind of like a hoodoo. I always look at her like kind of a hoodoo priestess. You know, she's fully in the moment of spirituality and spiritual development. And I feel that this is what's calling for. Listen to spirit, connect with your ancestors, connect with your guides. There's messages that are coming forward in this relationship. You guys, I really feel like the Rhodonite group is dealing with a karmic, like some sort of karmic or soulmate, even twin flame energy right now. And I feel like they're learning and they're trying to learn at the same time and heal at the same time as you're trying to learn and heal. And you both come from a place. I want to see what the recent past of this person is. Now I'm very interested in your story. What is the recent past of this person? Yeah, I feel like they're starting off on a new journey. They're starting off on a new direction. Ace of Wands. So they're kind of starting from nothing, could be emotionally. I don't feel like they've had a healthy relationship before, or one that can present as healthfully as this one can. And I feel like that's a bit of the problem. Like, you're both learning and growing at the same time. So we're going to get back in touch with that Amazonite from the last one. I feel like the unity, harmony, balance, and love of the Rhodonite is very good as well. It also, the dark in it, has a grounding energy and a grounding force. I feel like you two need to ground each other in this. I think you've had a rough past, both of you together, so I want you to connect with some sunstone, some optimism, some joy. And that also triggers the sacral chakra. So if this is a twin flame or a soulmate, it'll help you to connect on a different level. I'm sorry the Four of Swords came out. You feel like a little bit like you're in a wait and see period, maybe a little bit isolated. You're not isolated. You're part of a global family. We're in this together. We will get through this. As I've said in the previous readings, take in only necessary information from trusted officials and trusted resources. We don't have to inundate ourselves with the news just because it's out there. Inundate ourselves with information. Be safe. Practice social distancing where you can. Lift those who cannot up in prayer and positive intentions. And let's lift each other up as much as possible. Thank you for joining me. Despite everything that we're going through, I'm glad our energies could still connect. Thank you guys. Namaste.